Let's get that screen on. Yes, I know there's a second jet. So we're going to get the Asp Explorer and we're going to kit it out like this, which is our little mining build. The total cost is going to be 13.7 million. But we'll trade the Cobra in as well, so we'll get a bit of money back from that. The nearest place that sells the Explorer with all the bits on it is in 5G Capricorni, I think. Is that right? No, it's the Cobra one. Wrong. Asp one. The nearest place that sells it is... Let me get rid of that tab. I don't need that one anymore. Here. Nabayang Lululyad. Something. It's very close. It's Melvin City. It's very close. So we're going to nip over to Melvin City. We're going to trade this in and get an Asp Explorer. And then we're basically going to jump back out. And go and do some mining. And make lots of space cheddar. That's the plan. Mr. Lupo, thank you for 15 months. Crumbs, thank you for 20. You're welcome. You wish I was streaming on Tuesday. Your brother was Tuesday. But I get to watch now, so it's all good. Wait, what? Your brother was Tuesday? I'm not sure I understand you, to be honest. Anyway, let's punch out of here. Launch. To be fair, Tamashanter, I think Binary Duck was taking the mick out of the spelling of the place we're going to. I don't think he was talking a foreign language. Landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Can't send a message, Lupo. Yeah, the place where we're going is like Nabalanglula, and I think he was just taking the mick out of that. Josh Bosch, thank you for 37.
Frameshift drive charging.
I think it's only one jump, this. It's not far. Yeah, I've still got mine, Mr. Wackaday. Was you at the launch event? Man, I was at that launch event. That was awesome. When they had the actual, like, replica of the Cobra inside the hangar. That was cool. It was so long ago, Wackaday. I honestly can't remember. It was so many years ago. What's the aim of this game? To rule the galaxy. Wow, this is a very long jump. This reminds me of Elite Dangerous Alpha, when it would do this and never come out of the jump. It's taking a very long time. I'm getting flashbacks of Elite Dangerous Alpha right now. Feels like Doctor Who. You know when it said it would take over a year to get there? Was it actually joking about that, or was it real time? Okay, so what is this, like an Alt F4 scenario? Oh, hang on. There you go.
Fuel scooping.
We want the actual station. Elvin City.
Fuel suit disengaged.
A very small jump. Do you think it's worth me keeping the Cobra as it is, or trading it in? I don't know whether to keep a Cobra or not. I suppose I could keep the Cobra and kit it out as a fighter. The lols. But then I could just buy a Cobra anyway at some point. Well, this is it. Like, I'm thinking we don't actually need to sell the Cobra. Really? Where was the disengage thing? I was waiting for the option to disengage that never came. Finally?
Scan detected. Landing gear deployed.
Scan detected, eh? Overshot slightly. I feel like I should have the beep, beep, beep. Don't break the docking speed. Wait, there's a docking speed? Just have night vision on. Not that I'm aware of, no. Right then. Shipyard. Purchase options. Store the current ship and spend 6.6 million, or part X the Cobra and get 1.6 million back. I think I'll just store it. I'll leave it as it is. We'll build a new one. Yeah, just like the server's being a bit weird, right? It's like being one of those rides where it takes you backwards and then all of a sudden it'll just suddenly drop you. Like you get at Disneyland and stuff. Are we in the Asp now? We are, aren't we? Outfitting. Ooh, very fancy. Okay. So this is what we're looking to build. That about that. So hard points, we're looking for two 2D mining lasers. The connection's really bad today. I think it's because it's on sale, just so many people are playing it. Not mines, mining tools. Get rid of the pulse lasers. Sometimes you get an older server. Why don't they just get Amazon AWS and scale it? Right, two 2D mining lasers done. Let's try utility mounts. Utility is heatsink launcher, which is, of course, completely optional. Core interval. Sorry, core internal, I should say. Core internal is 5D power plants and a 5D thruster. The power plants. The thruster. And then we're looking for a 5A frame shift drive, which is very expensive. 5A 5.1. That's nearly the same price as the entire ship. It's just crazy. And then life support, we're looking at a 4D. So we're going to downgrade that, I think. 4D life supports. Uh, 4A power distributor. Sensors. 5D sensor. Hey, Jimmerick, no worries. 5C fuel tank is fine. Let's go optional internal. We're looking at a 5E cargo rack and a 6E cargo rack. So we're going to sell that. We'll move this. Six E cargo rack. Okay, 5E, 6E. And then get rid of that. You never had a shield on your ass, but you had 3 cargo racks instead. Yeah, that's fair enough. It's definitely one way of doing it. I did it on the Cobra. Ran without a shield. Entirely possible. 3C shield generator. It's a 3C bi-weave. Hang on. 3C bi-weave. That one. A collect Olympic controller. A collect Olympic controller. And another one. And Mr. Langeville. Then after that, we want a prospect Olympic controller. So 1A. Details surface scanner.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
Super Cruise assist can go. What's a 1A refinery? Rubbish, really rubbish gamer. Thanks for 24 months. Happy 2-year anniversary, and Huggy, welcome back. Right, we're nearly done on the bind. Planetary approach suite comes free. Livery. We need to get our livery on here. We can have a golden aspect explorer. Explorer gold. We can do the usual thing. Go for the midnight black, which midnight black always looks amazing. Like, why would you never want this? And then weapon detailing, engine detailing, decal. Oh yeah. I mean, for stealth in space, you can't beat midnight black. Cockpit. Is it worth getting a cockpit accessory yet? Consider we'll probably keep the Aspect Explorer. A retro asp. Look at that. I love that. That's so cool. Retro Fer-de-Lance? No way. What on earth? That's so weird. Oh, it reminds you of home. 4,300. I know the Ouija. I played the game, mate. I remember it so well. My first ever encounter of Elite Dangerous was on a friend's BBC Model B. And I was just... I'd never seen anything like it. I just wanted to go around his house all the time and play that game. It was so good. Would you want it in that position though? The problem is like the position in the dashboard. Because you can have stuff in all kinds of positions in the dashboard. String lights. These are pointless. Like, these are actually just... Why would you want this? I remember getting Elite on the Spectrum, but it wasn't as good as the BBC Model B version. Okay, I think we're good to go here. We just need to get all the bits and pieces. All the stuff that we normally forget. Now, I don't know how many limpets we need, but we didn't use that many last time. I'll take, like, what, 32? I don't know how many we need. Arcs is only for visuals, thruster, colour, skins, and stuff like that. Yeah. But the details matter. Fill it up. You reckon? Jeez, man. It's not a bit excessive. How about 64? Split the difference. About 70% cargo hold.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Why limpets close to the mining site? Why? Why does that matter? Musikim, thank you very much for the sub bomb. Appreciate the support, sir. Thank you. Can we give him a thank you? If he's got a sub, please thank Musikim for gifting 5 subs. Very generous. Otherwise, you have low jump range. Oh, they're super heavy. Well, we're only 1 jump away, so it's fine. $90 tons, isn't it? Wow. Never knew that. Okay, so if we go to Galaxy Map and we go to bookmarks, I believe the one we want, the mining sector we was in, was around here somewhere. Yep. Hayadi Sector DBX, that's where we were. Selling at Sarug. So we go to the sector, bookmark that. Which website tells you where the mining sites are? This one here, edtools.ddns.net. Okay, good to go. At one Slenderman, welcome back. I don't know what the jump range is at the moment, but we've only got 1 jump to make.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
Imagine you found all the maps of the HOTAS. Still getting more. I can remember the ones I need, but there's lots of ones I don't know. Let's see. Remember,
Happy anniversary,
That's where we need to go. Oh, I'll tell you what we haven't done. Didn't set up any of this yet, did I? Trying to remember how I had it set up. Composition scanner. Composition scanner, that's one we didn't use, wasn't it? That would be really dry. That's amazing. It's almost like you went there. ABC, your fire groups 1, 2, 3. I know that. I'm just trying to remember what I had set to what though. Trying to remember what we had mapped. Oh wow, has it kept all the scanning I did? No way. So I don't need to rescan it. Never knew that. Luke Pryor, thank you for 46 months. Lol. We slow right down because last time what we did was I think we went into here. We set a filter for points of interest. Something like that. And then there was a Painite hotspot that was right next to another one. As long as you have a DSS, you'll see the hotspots. Gotcha. Just wondering if it was that one over there with the double. I thought we had a double on here before. We had one overlapping another one. And I can't find it. On here they were right next to each other. That was it. That one. He wants Odyssey. Yeah, Odyssey's going to be interesting. See, there's one there and one there. So if we just go in between these two, it should be gravy. Thank you, Cameron. Alright, so now we just wait to be scanned. Is your joystick sat in the space or bolted in, Goliath? I think I had a picture, didn't I? This will actually stay up the right way. You see it? It's basically on a mounting plate that's mounted to a frame that I put across. That's the way it works. Have I not been scanned yet? Motion to merchant. Okay. I'm a little bit worried. I've not been scanned at all. Sometimes it just spawns other NPC miners. But there's a couple of them have got, like, one of them's a triangle. That means he's got hard points deployed, doesn't it? Do you think it's safe to sort of start, or what? Jimbo, you can order extra bits from them. There's like accessory kits and spare extrusion if you want to order it. I suggest you order spare extrusion, and the accessory kit's really good. I doubt that, Captain Flint.
Cargo scoop deployed. Programming limit drone. Prospector limit engaged.
11% pay night. Nope.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limit drone. Prospector limit failed. Prospector limit engaged.
12%. We're not much luck here, are we?
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limit drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
Wow.
Asteroid scan complete.
Sounds like a drunken bee.
Programming limit drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
Silver 31%. Painite 13%. This really
Asteroid
sucks.
scan complete.
I'm gonna waste all my prospectors doing this. Are you running a pulse wave scan first? No idea what that is.
Programming limit drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
23%. Let's go.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limit drone. Programming limit drone.
What else? I'll put engine and weapons around. Like on this, the mining lasers seem to sit about eye height, so they kind of shoot out your face. It's kind of weird. Yeah, for some reason Painite was on the ignore list. That's kind of weird. How did that happen?
Programming limit drone. Programming limit drone. Asteroid depleted. Programming limit drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
45% Painite?
Scan complete.
Let's go. Mr. Pringle, how you doing? Need some hydraulics on the rig. Let I'll let him grab all this before I move over there, I think. Actually, no, it's in range though, isn't it? What's this game about? Space. Got 5 tons of the stuff so far. These limpets are cool. They kind of remind me of Factorio logistic bots. Which is not a bad thing.
Asteroids depleted.
Aw. Oh, rip. I think you just deployed a heatsink.
Programming limit drone. Prospect Olympic failed. Prospect Olympic engaged.
That one sucked.
Asteroid scan complete.
A canister of freeze. Oh, that was me. No valid collection targets.
Programming limit drone. Prospect Olympic failed.
The factory saved, Jimerick. What do you mean?
Prospect Olympic engaged.
4%?
Asteroid scan
Yikes.
complete.
Very close to an asteroid here.
Programming limit drone.
Yeah, LTD.
Prospect Olympic
Yeah.
failed.
LTDs are worth it, but the LTD-3 hotspot is over 200 light years away. For me.
Prospect Olympic engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
We're getting another remastered GTA 5. Really? Oh. What, on PC or console, Pringle? Remastered? Oh my god, they are dragging the life out of that thing. Atomic Mercury, welcome back. Online for PS5, oh, right, PS5. So they put it into a holding pattern until they finish 6. Is that what they're doing? GTA 5 is becoming the next Skyrim. It's unreal. Imagine, like, at the end of all this, if Rockstar added up how much money they've made on all platforms, including DLC, people buying credits, like everything for GTA 5 added up. That would be a very, very big number. Oh, many, many, many billions, like tens of billions, I reckon. Paul112, thank you for gifting a sub to KAC. Welcome, KAC. Danny Boy, thanks for almost 5 years. How far can this prospector limit go?
Programming limit
Like, if I fire that, will it hit that?
Prospect Olympic failed.
How do I know when it's out of range?
Prospect Olympic engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
Yeah, work this evening, having a break. Good to see you on Elite Dangerous. Hey, I'm back. It's been a while. Do you know what, Arana? I'm sure I still got you on my friends list. Sure I have. Does it show me on here? Or does it? And... It doesn't show me who my offline friends are. The 1A has a 7k range. Yeah, but the trouble is you look at one of these asteroids and I have no idea how far away that is. You on this for Xbox and PC? What kind of playstyle do you go for?
Asteroids depleted.
You don't get the mining stuff. What don't you get?
Programming limit drone.
PC you go for bounty hunting, on the Xbox you go for mining.
Prospect Olympic engaged.
Wow, 59%. Bring it.
Asteroid scan complete. Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
No. No, it's not. Not anymore. Dre, well done, mate. The Limpet of Shame award goes to you, Dre. You don't have ED, but you want to try it. It's on summer sale. Yeah, it's like £6 on Steam right now, this weekend. I've got 4 hoppers in here, but I don't think there's enough collector drones to actually make sure the hoppers are being used. It's kind of overkill, look at it. They never fill more than 1 hopper. I mean, apart from being like extra storage space, I guess.
Asteroids depleted.
You bought this on Xbox a few years back and ended up refunding it. It was overwhelming for me. If you thought it was overwhelming a few years ago, trust me, there's more in it now.
Prospect Olympic
Not that I want to put you off, but even I'm like...
Prospect Olympic engaged. Collector Olympic expired. Asteroid scan complete. Programming limit drone. Programming limit drone.
Why are you mining Painite? It was a place to start. I might try LTDs next. I mean, Painite is still good money. Put it this way, I had 2 million credits. I bought one ship, went out and did mining, came back, and made 10 times that money. On pay night. I mean, that's, you know, I'm not complaining about that. They keep playing the previous house. Yeah, they basically fly out and get canisters. Well, fragments of pay nights. They collect fragments is what they do. New material discovered. Rhenium. Okay, whatever that is.
Collector limit expired. Programming limit drone.
What's the actual flight range on the limpets? Vodel plus full cargo can bring you over a couple of million in one trip. I brought in 24 million in one trip.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Paynet sells for half of LTDs, but you can mine paynets around 2 times faster. So it actually works out around the same hourly earnings. That's interesting. And what do they use paynite for? Like, why is it so valuable?
Programming limit drone.
Min-maxing the best part of any game. I learned everything about min-maxing by playing D&D. I guess so, Jimbo. Like, you need to have a good idea what you want the rig to do before you start. It's best to plan it out a bit, otherwise you'll just waste a lot of money. Like, you've got your basic rig, and then you've got, like, what monitors are you going to go for? So what stand do you need for that? And then when it comes to kitting out stuff around you, like, you know, what kind of wheel deck do you want? There's 3 different kinds of wheel deck. Like, this is the flat wheel deck, which is perfect if you want to replace the wheelbase with a yoke or something. Or if you want a DD drive, you might want to get one of those DD mounts. But it's all the peripheral stuff, like, you know, the keyboard tray. Do you want a keyboard tray? If not, where are you going to put your keyboard? Do you want a mouse tray? If not, where are you going to put your mouse? Do you want to mount a stick? Do you want to mount a throttle? Are you going to put pedals down there? Are you going to want to change your pedals for something else? Do you want to be able to move them on a slider? What seat do you want to go for? Like, there's so many things that you need to think through, Jimbo.
Programming limit drone.
Sentient garlic bread wizard that carries itself with mage hands.
Prospector limit engaged.
Wow, that is only 1.3k away. That gives you an idea of how far you can fire those things.
Complete.
I swore I end up chucking most of these limpets away. Nell, you could, Pringle, you could buy 2 seats, one for Nell and put, or just buy 2 rigs. One for Nell, one for you. Limpets are cheap. I mean, it's a fair point. I can't argue with that. Better to have too many and throw them away than run out of them. I think if I remember the way 1D and 2D mining lasers work, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you've got a 2D mining laser, doesn't it like break off bigger fragments as well? So the limpets get more out of it or something like that. I presume a 3D, if you can do one, will do even more. When you type 9, you take 60 limpets. Wow. The 2D is the best, right. 2D mine laser breaks more fragments faster.
Asteroid scan complete.
Chromium? Is that a browser? A browser in space? I don't want the iron and stuff, do I? No, our 4D laser travels back in time, Jimmery. That rock to my right looks awfully close. But no, Oscar, I haven't decided, if I'm honest. Why Elite Dangerous and not Star Citizen? Elite Dangerous Odyssey's coming out. I have a lot more experience with ED than I do with Star Citizen. And Odyssey's coming out soon, and I really fancy Odyssey, so I thought maybe now's the time to get back into it. Star Citizen, game I will look at some point. But I kind of feel like I want to dive into ED and find out what it does, so that when I go into Star Citizen, I'll be able to sort of sensibly compare and contrast. Yeah, it takes away. It's not so much that. It's trying to map all the buttons again. That's the problem. Oh, he's picking up silver.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
However, I will say, Texway, if you start the game and it detects a warthog, it also picks a bunch of defaults. The problem is, when you're doing stuff, it'll go, press joystick 25, and you've no idea what that is. I can't even remember if it did this one.
Programming limit drone. Prospector limit failed.
Yes, we did do that one.
Asteroid scan complete. Programming limit drone. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged. Asteroid scan complete.
Mining is great fun when the game loops are still just shells. Are we on about Star Citizen? This may be the last asteroid we'll need, I don't know.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Osmium. This to me feels a bit like space trucking. I know space trucking is more like trading, taking goods from A to B. But it's kind of like it in that you can just get out into space, put some music on, do some mining, relax, and have a lot of chill time. Oh, will you stop picking up Donny Osmond?
Programming limit drone.
Hero Valley in space.
Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
9%, that sucks.
Programming limit drone. Asteroid scan complete. Prospector limpet failed. Prospector limpet engaged.
19%. It's probably enough to finish, I guess.
Asteroid scan complete. Collector limpet expired.
Uh-oh.
Programming limit drone.
Yes and no, Battle Cattle. If you play on an open server, absolutely. If you play solo on your own machine with no other players, then you've just got to worry about AI. But you can kind of work around it. I have one limpet drone left.
Collector limpet expired.
Rip.
Programming limit drone. Asteroids depleted.
Asteroid depleted. We have no more limpets. Well, whatever we get now, we're done. Yeah, exactly, Trucker Joe. And everybody plays it differently. I might as well tell them to pick some other stuff up. You can buy a license for an existing engine or go all out guns to build. What do you mean by BKM? That didn't sound good. Oh, I see what you mean, BKM. Didn't they have that big fallout years ago about the graphics engine in Star Citizen? I'm trying to remember now. The graphics engine maker tried to sue them, if I remember. It's not bad, is it, Doug? Should get some money out of this. I think we're done here. Yeah, Crytek, that was it. They're using CryEngine, I think.
Cargo scoop retracted.
The ST devs paid to use engine for one game but started making 2 games with it. Yeah. I remember that.
Drive charging.
They got away with it though, didn't they?
4, 3, 2, 1.
I think they made a forked version of Crytek's engine as well. Use Amazon's lumberyard now. Oh yeah. That's an engine you don't hear much about.
Frameshift drive charging.
Lumberyard's based on CryEngine. Is CryEngine still going in its own, or is that now owned by Amazon?
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
CryEngine store thing.
Frameshift drive charging.
What's your next goal? I don't know actually. I just want to make enough money and then maybe we can go get a python after this. Make some more cheese and then I don't know. I don't really have a goal at the moment, so I was just trying to get back into it. Thank you, Slamdoor, and thank you for 11 months. See, why does it show me the star in this bottom left map and not my nav point? I've already selected the nav point, haven't I? Sure I have. I selected that already as my target. There's no cheddar like space cheddar battle cattle. The Imperial ships are amazing. Python and then some combat missions, or you could get the Crate Mark II. I think a Python and then, yeah, some combat missions, some bounty hunting, and also some passenger runs, which are supposed to be quite lucrative. Because like the advantage of the passenger run as well is I'll be hopping from system to system, and then I can pick up scans and hand that in for extra G's. This or No Man's Sky, they're very, very different, Weasel. Very different games. You made 150 million an hour doing what you're doing in a Python. That's pretty good. Would the game be fun for a flight sim guy, or is it exploration game? Exploration is one part of it. You can do that. You can do bounty hunting. You can do trading. You can do mining. You can just do missions. You can grind rep with different organizations. I don't know. There's so many things you can get involved in. Well, Doomage, that's like saying iOS or Android, isn't it? You have a Federal Corvette and it's fully fitted, real fun. What exactly do you do in a Federal Corvette? Or in any kind of fleet ship? What do you do with it? Passenger runs will drive you nuts if you get picky ones. You just do combat. So is it like basically big ships against big ships? So are you taking on AI ships, or are you doing PvP? Want to buy a space caravan? Sounds like you want to go on holiday. Wait for Odyssey and go land on a planet somewhere. Do some fishing. PvP, people usually use fast medium ships. They can run around the bigger ones. Wait, what? Only 18% of the galaxy has been discovered in 5 years. Wow. No, it's more like 0.004%. That's insane. Do you know, I kind of wondered about exploration and thought, oh, there's probably not much point. I reckon a lot of it's been discovered by now. And you're like, nah. In 2017, it was 0.003. Wow. Are people just not exploring then? Is that what it is? Most people just do mining and combat and stuff. No, I've not, Spartan. I've not called the fuel rats yet, no. Wow, what is that noise? You also explore the aspects for only combat is just boring. Some people might say exploring is boring. I was not ready for that. I was thinking we was home safe and dry. That's a scumbag. I'm going to report that guy to the troll police. You knew there was a space pirate coming for your cargo, I'm not surprised. Docking pad 5.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, it's going to be 5 behind us. I think 5 is like back here somewhere. We got this. Scumbag landing pad. There's a little compass next to the station holographic. I can see the blue dots, that's what I was kind of following, but I think I'd already overshot it.
Wow, well done.
Thank you, Jones. 151 credits, how cheap is that? Can you do macros on the Stream Deck asking for automated docking requests? Maybe we'll buy the Stream Deck, looks interesting. Automated docking request. I don't know if you could do something as complex as what you might be thinking. Does it have a macro? No. Does it have a sequence of keys? Yes. So let's see how you would do it. Multi-action is what you're looking for. So you want to do a multi-action command. Like that. And give it an icon, I don't know. that one, whatever. And then after that, you can do a series of commands. So you can do... What I don't know is, can you put spacings in there? Like, you can do a hotkey. So we could say press key, I don't know, M, say. And then after that, can we do a pause? No. Can we do a wait? No. Time. Multimedia. See, it'll replay the keys, but I'm trying to work out if you can tell it to wait like 0.2 seconds and then press a key. I don't know about that bit. Soundboard, Stream Deck, Streamlabs. System, hotkey, open, multimedia. It's not going to be a Twitch thing. It's not going to be an XSplit thing. It's not going to be a YouTube thing. Shadow play. Voice mod. What's up? Thank you. Control panel. I don't think there's a delay. Oh, yes, there is. Oh, yes, you can then. In that case, yeah, you can. Look. Because you could basically say, wait 0.1 of a second. And then you could say, hotkey again. So there you go. So you can do that. So the answer is yes, you could do a macro. Because now that's a multi-action control. If I press that, it will do M, 0.1 of a second, H. Well, I don't know about that, Trucker J. Like, if you can do it with... what I'm trying to say is, yes, you can do macros. I don't know about how you would actually use it in Elite Dangerous, but you can do a macro. If that helps. Let's get rid of that. Okay. I don't know, Trucker J. I mean, you could probably do it so it takes you to the right panel. Like, you can make it go left, forward, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, you can get voice attack. That's another way of doing it. Commodities. Sell. Painites. 74.5 million.
Incoming message.
Oh, the cheddar. That cheddar. That space cheddar tasted so good. We now have 87 million credits. Woo! That's not a bad little haul, is it? I've gone from 2 million credits to 87. I might go and do another one of those runs and then we can get a Python, I reckon. One more of them and I reckon and get a Python. Actually, how much was a Python fully kitted? What was that website? Here you go, ship, Python. And then if you kit it out for mining, it comes up with some absurd price. It's 86 million, but that includes Guardian power stuff. Yeah, one more run and we can get a good Python, I reckon. You need to modify your ED HUD file to match the channel colors. Oh, I see. I remember that now. A rated Python costs about 100. That's cool. Let me get some more limpets and stuff. Guardian is like a thing you have to grind rep for, I think. Get a Python, then transfer your modules. Just buy more cargo. You reckon that'll do it? Soul sickness. According to this build, we need 6E cargo rack. I'm just wondering what we could use out of the ASP. See, the ASP had a 5D power plant thruster frameshift drive. This is saying 5D thruster frameshift drive. We can use those two. The frameshift drive accounts for 5 million. Power distributor in this was a 4A. What would we need power distributor wise? Yes, I've heard about Train Sim World. Guardians are ancient aliens. You need to loot their planets. Based ruins, structures for tech. Cool. So I don't know what we'd need on the Python. That would only be 70 million if we dropped it down to a 7A, a 6A. Six A is more than enough. So we could sell this 4A and trade it for a 6A, I guess.